Yep. There's a sequel. So I'm doing the Star and Special Cup now. And that's it for the original tracks. Yep. You know what? I'll probably never use heavyweight stats again. So, Yoshi. As you can see, there are 8 cups in this game. The top half are the new tracks, and the bottom is returning tracks from previous titles. In this game, they're labeled as nitro courses. Nitro's associated with cars. But also, at the same time, the DS had the codename Nintendo Nitro. So it's kind of like a cool double meaning. Anyway, DK Pass, it's like DK Mountain, but with snow. Yeah. I love this one. It's music. Makes me happy. Just like the rest of this game's music. Except for Super Circuits, Bowser Castle 2. Kinda fucked that one up. God damn it. Sometimes it feels like red shells have a mind of their own and know what they're doing. Yep, they're the boulders. Or giant snowballs. But also boulders. I'm gonna fucking kill Daisy. There's an item box on that hill, which I forgot to show off. But basically it's extremely broken and overpowered. Well, broken is not the word. But it either gives you mushrooms or stars, regardless of what place you're in. And if you're using someone like Yoshi or Dry Bones or Toad or someone else, then you get almost no punishment for being off-road. So that feels like cheating, which makes it awesome. I have a lot to say about this trick. Tick-tock clock. Good one. Very funny. Tick-tock clock, named after the Mario 64 level. So, basically, the DS has the 2 best tracks in the entire series. And this is the second best, behind Waluigi Pinball, of course. It's just, I don't know. He likes hippos for some reason. I know some people would think, hey, why are you playing this if you have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart World? Well, going back to DS, this game is like meeting an old friend that you haven't seen in like 40 years. So what's different about this Mario circuit compared to the other 4 billion? Well, it has piranha plants spitting fire like those. You go through a pipe, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And it shares its music with Figure 8 Circuit, but it isn't boring as fuck. Thank God. I will say this stage is way better in 8 Deluxe. And I guess Tour, that came from that one first. It was actually, I think, 2 weeks before it got added to 8's DLC. I just got really excited when a DS track was revealed to be in the Booster Course Pass, even if it was one I didn't care for that much. Anyway, there's one track left, and it's also a banger. Here we are, another example of why Mario Kart DS is the best. Of course, it recently got a remake in the latest title. We're really running out of tracks, are we? Here's my hot take for the video. Mario Kart World did not need retro tracks. It is on the Switch 2, which also plays Switch 1 titles. And we just got the Booster Course Pass for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that was basically all retro tracks. Or it was just an excuse to port all of the courses from the phone game. Because that game is eventually going to die down and become inaccessible. Honestly, good riddance, because obvious reasons. If you hadn't noticed already, this is another fan service level based on the airship stages from Super Mario Bros. 3. You got bullet bills, rocky wrenches, but there's also a fortress. So I guess it's based on the castle levels too, like castle and the airship levels. Yeah. Airship fortresses, really good. Of course, shooting out of this cannon is way more satisfying without a glider. You can really feel the impact. It's just way cooler. I meant to do that. Yep, I win again. The only purpose of Figure 8 Circuit is to drive around, celebrating your victory. And fuck Daisy, by the way. So basically, there's only one cup left in the Nitro Grand Prix, but that's only half the package, as you may have already known. I know I said I prefer to have acceleration and handling, but I'm just gonna play as Wario to make up for that horrendous performance in the Flower Cup. Wario Stadium has a unique piece of music for the intro scene. Fun fact, there are 3 different short songs for the flyover intro. There's the first one, which is used for, I don't know how to say it, stuff like Yoshi Falls or Peach Gardens, which comes after this, by the way. They don't have an audience, like crowds in the background. Then the second version, which does. No, Waluigi Pinball doesn't have spectators. And then there's the one for Wario Stadium, which is the third. Sounds like a baseball tune. And yep. So Wario Stadium shares its music with Waluigi Pinball. It's kind of weird because it doesn't have Pinball's sound effects. Back in the day, it took me forever to realize there are more tracks. I think I went a while without unlocking the Star, Special, Leaf, and Lightning Cups, because I always played Versus and didn't even know they were unlockable characters. So I was ecstatic to find that out. And yeah, this course is pretty awesome too. Of course, it got remade. It looks really different. It takes place in the daytime, and well, we'll get to that one day, maybe. This also got remade 3 times. Oh, and on the subject of Wario Stadium, there are actually 2 different tracks called Wario Stadium. N64 Wario Stadium and DS Wario Stadium. For a while, N64 Wario Stadium was the only 64 track to go without being remade for 11 years. Yeah, 11 years. Anyway, this is Peach Gardens. Of course, Peach is, I guess, very wealthy. So she needs to show off with stray chain jumps. And moles, which is probably not good. And a hedge of Mario cut out to shape like Mario. Aw, she really does love him after all. I think. Done. And done. Next up Bowser Castle. No, Bowser's Castle. Bowser's Castle. There are as many Bowser Castles as there are Mario Circuits. There are more Bowser Castles than Mario Circuits. Nope, it's just Bowser Castle. For some reason. Fuck, I fucked up. The usual Bowser Castle stuff, like going inside Bowser's mouth. And it's surrounded with fire. 2 different routes. Of course, that one is the much better part. It's not very risky. Unique spinning bridge, which isn't that hard to stay on, but it's kind of punishing if you fall off. Maybe. Oh, I didn't think you could do that with who I'm using. Here's the other route. A thwomp that looks outside for a second and decides, oh, I'm gonna kill these people. I've taken the other part so much that I'm starting to think that was the normal intended route. And you fall down and he's got a garden too. Not really. No, it's not that much more punishing than staying on the bridge. God damn it. I thought Wario was supposed to be the evil one. Evil would be a stretch. He's just a fucking nuisance. And Wario's dead. Just kidding. Next is the special course of the special cup. It's DS Rainbow Road. Not my favorite Rainbow Road, but it still brings a tear to my eye for its music, and I don't know why I jumped there. Anyway. And yep, it's a loop. Which means we've been doing anti-gravity before Mario Kart 8. And another one, which, yeah, that's basically the speciality of DS's Rainbow Road, the loop and the corkscrew. And stars. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by anything while going through the loop and corkscrew, especially not a blue shell. That pipe's just blue and a bit green. And that one is rainbow though. So that was the entire Nitro Grand Prix. And, oh god. Not that number. But like I said, that was only half the tracks. And I've already unlocked everything in this game, so credits are going to play. But I won't show them until I'm done with Mario Kart DS. Making Mario Kart DS videos. So I want to save that for the end. Yay, I did it! Again. Nope. Oh. See you in the Shell Cup.